Hey, what's going on? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast.
Industry's most wanted.
I'm so excited about this interview. Big shout out to Big Groove in the building. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's so good to have you here. Give me some love first and foremost. Boom. That we got to transfer that good energy, positive vibes. Man, I've been watching your movement for a minute. I know that you out here. You're a major influencer. You're on tour currently.
Yes.
But without further ado, go ahead and give us that official introduction. Who is Big Groove?
I'm a dude who just likes to just dance, bring joy, work out, body build, and kind of just spreading that energy worldwide and not really caring what other people think, and just vibing.
Absolutely. I just want to talk about that for a minute because one thing that I've learned from being in this music industry for about 12 years now, there's a lot of people that criticize everything everybody does. Yeah. There's trolls online. And I just had to really understand that no matter what you do, whether it's good, bad, or somewhere in between, somebody's going to have something to say.
Oh, yeah, always. Man, believe it or not, I have a lot of hate. I have a lot of people that just, honestly, I feel like a lot of the hate just comes from people not having the confidence to do what they love.
Absolutely. And you've been able to really just step out here and do what you want unapologetically.
Yep.
Unapologetically. Yep. We ain't apologize for nothing. And I love that. Where did you grow up?
So I grew up in a city in Boston called Lawrence.
Okay.
And, I grew up around a lot of Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and that's where it kind of originated from. Like, they just love to dance.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, all these reggaeton.
I know that's right. Got to move your shoulder a little bit.
So, and then then after that, I moved to Arizona, and I started really opening it up there. Like I was kind of closed-minded before when I lived in the East Coast, but I met my friend Evan, and he kind of I started tapping into festivals, raves, and I'm like, man, I like trying new things, and that's what really kind of opened me up. To just do me. Breaking you out the box a little bit.
Absolutely. So you moved cross country to Arizona. Yeah. I bet it was beautiful out there.
Yeah, it's besides the heat could.
Yeah, it's like 200 degrees plus.
She said 200.
At least 2 degrees hotter than hell out there. For real. I've been out there because I like to hike and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. See, hikers are vibe. I like hiking.
That is my vibe right there. Like, I'm from Tampa originally, and I moved up to Atlanta on music business. But, since I've been here, I go to North Georgia a lot and hit the mountains, and I go hiking. And, man, that's my peace of mind right there.
Yeah. You just get up there, and you just feel free. And, it's a place where you could think. And
yeah. So were you getting it in out there in Arizona, hiking and stuff?
Yeah, Sedona.
Yes. It's so beautiful.
Those red rocks,
man.
Those views is, spectacular.
Nothing else like it. So being in Arizona, you had family out there.
Yeah.
That's what really allowed you to just open up and be yourself, being around, the right people.
Yeah, I'm very close to my brothers. I have a younger brother and an older brother, and they kind of even preach to be yourself, and being around them, especially my older brother, he would always tell me because I used to be kind of I wouldn't say timid, but just nah, I can't, I'm not gonna do that. He's like, bro, who cares, yo? Yeah, you're swole. You're the only swole dude that moves. Just do it.
That you're gonna stand out completely, and I love that.
And I'm like, you know what? You're right.
Sure, I got this. Yes. No, I love that. I love when people can just be 100% themselves, because with social media today, it's forcing people to be who they're not.
Yes.
To impress people that really don't care about you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Before, bodybuilding and working out and fitness and dancing was a passion. Let's take it back when you were little. Did you aspire to do something different?
I was a little chubby kid.
What you was eating on?
Yeah, I love the burgers, man. I would eat I was 12 years old eating 3 burgers. That's not even normal.
Dang, okay.
So I wanted to just travel the world and eat food. I literally.
A foodie, for real.
I was literally. The only thing that changed is that now I know how to control.
Right. And you work out.
Yeah, exactly. I turned it into like muscle, basically.
So when did fitness become, because you said you were at 12 years old, you was putting 3 burgers at a time down. So you know what I'm saying? That will catch up to you. When did you decide, you know what, I need to go ahead and
between me, like, I was like learning, the jerk. I was trying to pin drop, and I was heavy set, so I was like, man.
You was getting winded?
Yeah. So between that and then, my crush telling me I was too big, too fat.
Oh, that'll crush you for real. Your crush crushed you.
So between those two, I was just like, you know what, I'm making a change, and that's what inspired me to like lose weight.
Yeah.
And it's even bodybuilding. I never even wanted to be a bodybuilder. It
right.
was just more of like, I started seeing results, started liking it, started challenging myself, started going harder in the gym. And then, a coach seen me and saw what I was about, took me to a show, and I was like, oh.
Man.
I'm like, these guys are on stage flexing. Yo.
I want to be like that too.
Exactly. I was like, ooh. And it was competitive, like prepping for a show. The hardest thing.
It takes months. That's not something you do in a couple of days or couple of weeks.
No, the discipline is another level. And I feel like that helped molded my personality and kind of made me like just a better person all around. So that's why I apply it. I apply my discipline with everything else. So.
Absolutely. And I know you're still young, but as we get older, it gets harder.
Yeah.
It really gets harder. So about what age were you when you started like getting in the gym and taking fitness more seriously?
I would say I was 17.
Okay, well that's good.
It's been years.
No, but that's
years. It takes years.
No, you young still. But that's good that you got into it at a young age, because some people wait until it's too late, and I say too late meaning that they've already developed health conditions and that's tough. Some of that stuff can be reversed, but it's like you don't want to have to go through all that.
No. And a lot of people, it's like a common human nature. They don't make a change till something drastic happens.
Right? They're reactive rather than proactive.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of people learned that through the pandemic because they were not prepared for what the world went through.
Yeah.
And then their reactive to it was they went crazy and they lost their jobs and out here robbing and this, that, and the third is crazy. So yeah, you got to learn to be more proactive. Yeah. Y'all take care of your bodies, take care of your health. It's important.
100%.
So at what point did you start incorporating, once you were in Arizona is when you started dancing more?
Yeah, I started dancing more. I remember I saw some dude shuffling. I'm like, yo, I was just looking at him like, yo, I want to learn that. And people be like, bro, you're too big. You're mad big. You can't do that. I'm like, oh yeah? Don't tell me I can't. I started putting that as a cardio routine every day I went to the gym. Every day after the gym, I would start to practice shuffle. It was so bad, but I kept going and going. And that's when I was like, I started getting better and better. I went to a festival and I snapped. And
that's dope.
I've never seen anyone that big move their feet like that. Your footwork crazy, and that's where it started, right there.
I don't understand, why would people think because you're a big guy that you couldn't make them moves?
It's because
they think you're stiff.
If you really look at a lot of swole guys trying to shuffle, they always like
robotic.
You know what I mean? So I feel like people just made it a thing where they're like, oh yeah, if you have too much muscle, you can't move. So when I just jumped in the scene, they're like, this doesn't make sense. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. Stop. Like,
right. But you know what though? Now you broke the cycle. Yeah. You broke the norm. When you first started, were you uncoordinated with the moves?
Yeah. I wouldn't say, I always had kind of
a little bit of rhythm.
Yeah. I told you I could move my hips. I was like,
yeah.
So then I just kind of applied it to house music, and house music is that it's like all the beats are like a lot of different beats, so that's how I kind of practice.
Yeah, that is dope. So about when did you start becoming popular on social media with this? Because I know there was a point you probably put that first video out that boom, it took off. When was that for you?
The first video was actually this year. It was right when the year started.
Was it really?
Yeah. Right when the year started.
Okay, I don't know why I thought it was longer than that. That's dope.
Well, I've been dancing social media for a year and a half, and never a lot of because I had 25K to 30K followers, and they all loved it. They're like, oh, you smile, you're bringing joy. This is cool.
Yeah, because you're always so happy too.
Just a lot of joyful videos in the gym, and then I went to Dallas for New Year's, and it was terrible. Dallas is
that wasn't the vibe.
I should have went to Houston. Now I know. But I went to the mall, And I'm just like, yo, look at this spot right here. There was like a reindeer up top. There's just people, kids, some old guy there. And I'm like, I'm finna just do a video here, right here. My brother's like, you won't? I'm like,
sure, try me.
Do it. And I just, boom, boom, boom. The white guy was just like, I never seen, you play football? I never seen a big dude dance like that. That's amazing. And I'm like, hey, thanks. Didn't think of it as anything. I'm like, all right, cool. Posted it the next day. Woke up that morning and I got so many DMs like, yo, bro, you're going viral on Twitter.
Wow.
And I'm like, Twitter? I don't even have a Twitter.
For real? So you trending on a social platform that you didn't even have accounts on. That's crazy.
Exactly. And then that's when they started taking all my old videos and then it started going crazy.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So they were there at that point picking up your old content that you had already posted.
So they probably saw that video and was just like, oh, yeah, this is just that. And then they go on my picture like, wait a minute, he's been doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the first video that I seen that was circling around was like you were in one of the restaurants.
Oh, see, that's not even, that's funny. Probably like the In-N-Out one or Roscoe's.
I remember you took a bite of it and then you just started your dancing and I was just like, man, like, and like I said, every video that I've seen, you just are always happy, full of positive energy. What keeps you so positive?
Man, like, shit, life is too short.
No, for real.
Too many negative people and too many negative situations. And I'm just over it. I'm just like, I just want to just be happy and just kind of live my life and just be myself. And I feel like the more I put it out there, I felt like happier with myself. And
right.
All this negativity that tries to like throw it at me is like, I already built my mindset.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't gonna affect me.
There's not gonna change you. Yeah. Absolutely. And what we put out there is what we get back in. So you continue to put those positive vibes, positive energy out there. Are you seeing a lot of that? Are you seeing a lot of the positive vibes reciprocated?
Yeah.
You make people happy, don't you?
It's cool when, people say, I love your videos, man. Like, you make my day. I'm just like, I love that. That's cool.
Yes, absolutely. So let me just ask you this. Now, if there's anybody out there, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be dancing, but maybe they want to pursue something, but they're afraid to start because of what people may think, what would you tell them, people?
Man, I would see mentally, people are so afraid to just, be themselves or just do something that they want to do because the reactions, they don't want to get, like, all these negative comments towards them. And it's just like, yo, you can't make everyone happy.
Nah, for real.
And once you realize that, like, there's nothing you could do to make everyone like you.
Nor should you try.
Like, it doesn't matter. If you like your craft, you like what you're doing, you got to just keep pushing and just put a passion behind it and just go hard, go all the way. Because you don't even know what gates or opportunities will be there. Because there's going to be that one person that's going to really rock with you and show you that love and give you that spark.
Absolutely. And you're going to be that for a lot of people. You're going to be that motivator for a lot of people out here because people see that, you're doing what you love. I see you in the gym, training with the girls, you know what I'm saying? I be seeing, and I love that. I love that you're just genuinely being yourself and doing what you love. Did you expect it to take off this fast?
No, I didn't. It's so crazy. Like, even when people would tell me the videos, they're like, man, it's just a matter of time before you blow up. And I'm like, what do you mean? And I didn't even think of it as anything. I didn't think it was going to be like this. I just thought, hey, maybe like I'll get a pretty good deal.
Right. Absolutely. And it's opening a lot of doors for you. And, it's even better because you're building it so organically by just doing, again, what you love. What better feeling in the world than getting up every day doing what you love?
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Let me dance a little bit. I'm going to go work out a little bit. And now you got the Shark Bites tour.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Like that. And now, mind you, he said it's just been since the beginning of 2022 that you did your first like official video, right? That people started recognizing.
Yep.
So in 9 months, you went from, we said you was in the mall.
Yeah.
You doing a video in the mall to now you're doing a whole tour.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Shark Bites tour.
So, we're going to different restaurants, having us come over there and, tasting their food, judging their food, and, start, snapping. The food is good.
Start grooving.
And I take huge bites. The whole thing about the shark bite, I have a huge mouth, so I take huge bites, and everyone's just like, whoa. So it's like, boom. then personality, then start dancing. It's all in all together. So I'm just like, yo, let's make a show out of it. So
yes, absolutely. So when you get booked to go to a particular spot, do they let people know that you're going to be there so they can come and watch?
Yeah, some restaurants do. Some restaurants they're not prepared, and then when they see it, they're like, man,
I didn't know it was going to be like this.
I get so excited.
Have you, and you don't have to mention any in particular, but have you come across a restaurant that you tried that you weren't too crazy about the food?
Yeah, it was and I would say like, yeah, this could be, you could add a little bit of this.
Right. Spice it up a little bit over here. So you keep it all the way G with them.
Yeah, 100%.
What's been one of your favorite ones?
Oh, man. I don't know. I would say, I don't know. I haven't had a favorite one yet.
Okay.
They're all pretty good.
All pretty good, but you haven't got, okay,
I
understood.
haven't had one that's like,
I gotta go back.
Let's go. I haven't had one of that.
You haven't had that moment yet.
Yeah, like go crazy.
So it's still in the works.
Still in the works.
Any restaurant? So is it just restaurants, or can other businesses, have you maybe come through and try other products? Talk to us about that.
Oh yeah, like
depending on what it is, obviously.
Yeah. Like other products are like in just like apparel, stuff like that.
Yeah, or maybe like there's a new water brand that comes out and they want you to try it or something like that.
Well, like for promos, yeah, but like it hasn't been like a product like a liquid drink or anything like that. It's
right.
Just straight food so far.
Okay, but you would be open to doing other type of products as well.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If the water, whatever it is, or drinks, juice, doesn't matter. If it's good, I'm
you with it. So now that you've gotten busy, you're probably traveling a lot.
Yeah.
How are you balancing? How's that work-life balance?
Like between working out, traveling, I'm getting better with it. I know at first when it just went crazy, I was just like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, man, I see how it is when people are just traveling and trying to like keep in shape. But I'm getting like better with it because I'm having like different like endorsement deals with the fitness. So it's like, all right, now it's time to like get organized with everything, and so I could like balance everything. So I think it's getting smoother.
It's getting a little bit better. So when you're on the road, wherever you're at, touring or traveling, you always find time to get a little workout in.
Yeah.
That's mandatory.
Yeah. I wake up like, all right, let's go.
So if you're at a spot, perhaps, and there's not a gym around, you just gonna body weight it?
Yeah, I have no choice.
There you go.
I have no choice.
Can we talk about the fitness part just a little bit? Because I really like to press this on a lot of these independent artists that are out here, because I work with so many of them, and they spend late nights in the studios, drinking, smoking, and they don't take care of themselves. How important is it for these young men and women to take care of their bodies?
Man, it is so important because look, you're gonna get older, and when you get older, you don't get, you're gonna feel that like late nights. You're gonna feel all that, movement that you've been doing when you're young. You're gonna feel it older if you're not taking care of yourself. And you got to think like when you eat healthier, you feel better. There's no person that could be like, yeah, I eat whatever I want, and I'm just full of energy all the time. Like,
they're lying.
Like you're drinking all these things that are not good for you. There's no healthy values at all in anything you're doing with drinking, smoking, any of that. So like if you're eating healthier, maintaining your body, you just feel better, and you're gonna age better.
It look better.
100%.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like I'm pushing 50, right? Yeah. And I'm really trying to keep my youth. And a lot of it comes with drinking a lot of water. Yes. Yeah. The stuff that you're putting in your diet. Like probably 7-8 years ago, I stopped eating red meat and dairy. Yeah. And that helped me a lot. I lost like 63 pounds by just cutting those things out of my diet, because I see as we get older, boy, that weight starts packing on and it's hard to get it off.
Yeah. Your body it doesn't, like, it has to work harder.
Absolutely. It does. So where are some of do you have any of the locations, coming up or dates that you can let people know about where you're going to be at on the tour?
Yeah, I think the next spot will be Houston.
Okay.
We're going to go to Houston.
Oh, you said we're going to Houston this time.
Yeah. We have to do Dallas, though. We're going to do Dallas. We're going to do Dallas, but Houston, we're doing Houston, Dallas, and New York. So
that is awesome. Have you been to New York to do a show yet? A pop-up? For the Shark Bite tour?
No, not yet.
This is going to be your first stop out there?
It's going to be crazy because I know New York has some restaurants over there.
How many restaurants are you doing while you're out there?
Probably like 4 or 5.
That is amazing. So when you're at each of these spots, do you have somebody with you? I know, of course, you obviously got Big Von, but do you have somebody that's documenting it from your end?
Well, I have like the whole camera crew.
You got the whole camera crew and everything, so it's all the way official. I know that's right. So for anybody, any restaurants out there that are interested in bringing you through or becoming a part of the Shark Bites tour, how do they get in touch?
Oh, they could get in touch with my manager, Big Von. He's on my bio on my Instagram, and we can get it started.
I know that's right. What you got going on out here in ATL right now?
So right now we're doing, a lot of promos, hostings, radio, and we're just getting a lot of things done here.
Yeah. Some of the most important things now, because you're slick a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? you gotta get that marketing and promo, get that press in. Yeah. Most definitely. I'm so excited for you. Do you have other things in store that ties in with what you're already doing in the works that you can talk about?
I mean, we're gonna starting a fitness movement where like I'm gonna pop up, have like 150 people come and do like some dance classes.
Oh, that is dope. That's gonna be so much fun. I need parts of that. What if you do one here in ATL? I need parts.
It's coming.
What about virtual stuff?
Yeah.
Like virtual workouts? Is that something you already have?
That's how I started. I was an online coach. At first.
So you're still actively doing that as well. People can still train with you online.
Yeah.
What about merch?
Oh, that's coming too.
Come on now.
We get the shorts, the fanny pack, shorts for girls, guys, tank tops. It's about to be crazy.
Do you have a logo?
Yeah, we already have a logo.
Because I foresee you, if you don't already, and you could always have a logo of your face with the smile.
Yes.
That's what I envision for being your logo, because it's so fun.
Yep.
And it's just going to catch people's attention. That is so dope. Well, definitely. Anything else you got in the works that we can let everybody know about?
As of now, that's what we're doing right now.
Shark Bites tour. I know that you got your website on the way. So on the website, so on there, that's where they'll be able to get merch when it's available. Yep. Do you already have a website for your fitness?
We're creating that too.
So all that's going to be tied into one. Yep. That is so dope. Listen, I wish you nothing but success. You're like a ball of fun, like a big ball of fun. You know what I'm saying? Like you got great energy, great vibes. And that's what I thrive on, is just being around people who bring that positivity my direction.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm hoping before you leave out of here, I can get you to do a little dance for y'all.
I give you a little shoulder work.
Little shoulder work.
She's like,
I don't know. I might hurt my neck. I ain't stretched. That is so fun. Well, listen, before we get out of here, tell everybody where they need to follow you, keep up with you on all your social platforms.
Yes, you can follow me in all platforms: Big Groove, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all platforms.
Everything is big. You know what? I did want to ask you, and I forgot. I apologize. I know that you did some rebranding a few months back where you changed your name.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
So it was Groove and Gorilla.
Yeah.
And when I came up with that name with a friend, because we were like, cause it used to be Clive Too Fit, actually. And I'm like,
okay,
I want something that's more me, like, because I'm just, I be grooving, I be dancing, and I'm just
a big
massive,
guy. Yeah.
And when I picked Groove and Gorilla, it was like, oh, it could turn a positive to a negative into a positive.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just happy and having a good time. But when it went, like, when I started, like, trending, it was becoming, like, a huge issue. I'm like, man, people really wasn't even trying to, like, really work or, like, endorse it because of the grooming, because of the gorilla part.
Really?
It was very offensive. And,
wow.
The history, it's still like racism is still at large.
It's still at large. Still,
absolutely.
Whether people want to admit it to it or not, it's very much out there.
And people, say, hey, gorilla man, gorilla, it was like, offensive. And as like a culture thing,
it's almost like giving some people a pass that shouldn't get a pass.
Yeah. So I'm just like, it's just branding wise, I feel like it would be a better move to just change it to Big Groove. Yeah. And, after I changed it, it was just so crazy how a bunch of people were just like, oh man, thank God. I really liked your energy. It's just that gorilla.
Yeah. Cause it could be touchy, especially for some white folks, you know what I'm saying? It could be touchy and they might be like, well, that's his name, but I don't want to be offensive. I totally get it. So yeah, for branding and marketing purposes, I think you did the right thing. Most definitely. Now they coming to you left and right. Yeah. Big Groove in the building. Websites on the way.
Yep.
Shark Bite store is full effect. You got 3 cities right now that you're hitting, correct? Yeah. And then adding more as they come in.
Exactly.
Any time, like, are you going to just continue to stay on tour until?
I think after that we will have enough videos to really like put it together.
So you're going to do almost like a reality show?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. That is fire. All that's in the works. I know this guy over here, Big Von's like, he the plug's plug. You know what I'm saying? He going to make all that happen. Anybody in particular? I know you got a lot of people supporting you. Who do you want to show some love to?
My assistant Marquita and my advisor Mark, and they've been a great help. And we have like a team that we're trying to take it to the next level.
Yeah, without a good team, it's hard to go up. You gotta have good people around you supporting you that genuinely want to see you win.
Yes.
That is amazing. Last but not least, we got Big Groove in the building, and this is what I've been waiting for.
Industry's most wanted.
We are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. So right now, you got to tell the whole world what makes Big Groove the industry's most wanted.
What makes the industry most wanted?
Yeah, what makes Big Groove the industry's most wanted?
I'm a big dude that be grooving.
Groovy, baby.
That groovy, baby.
Groovy, baby. I just watched Austin Powers like 2 nights ago.
I hit him when the show is groovy.
Groovy, baby. That could be like the slogan.
Hey, there it is.
Well, listen, it was such a pleasure to have you here. You put a huge smile on my face tonight. Thank you so much for being here. We up out of here, y'all.